I'm feeling overwhelmed and feel like quitting, I received some type of message telling me how I was an inspiration to someone else, and how based on something that I shared with them has shifted their life. And it always happens without fail. And so that is what motivates me to keep going. And I keep those emails in my inbox. I keep those texts so that when I am overwhelmed, I can refer back to those, and that be my motivation to keep going. What's one thing that makes you stand out from your peers? For me, it's my story. I was stuck for a very long time, emotionally, mentally, where I didn't know how to move forward. And I think because I talk a lot about being stuck, and women, I'm attracting women that can relate to my story and feeling stuck in some area of their lives and just wanting to be free. And I feel like that is what sets me apart, because my story many women can relate to. And then also, who doesn't want to be free, right? Every time I'm having a conversation with someone, not every time, but often, and especially if it's someone new and they haven't heard about my business, and I tell them, you know, what I do, things like that, and I tell them the name of the business, and they say, oh my God, I just want to be free. And I'm like, I know, right? That we all just want to be free. And so because that's my focus, and knowing that free can mean something different to everyone, but whatever that is, pursuing it by any means necessary, that is what sets me apart. Also, I say this, that if you're around me for at least 5 minutes, you're going to be motivated to do something. I'm going to push you. I'm going to push you out of your comfort zone and really help you begin to get clarity about what you want for your life, and then take action. No excuses. You have to move forward, because we only have one life, and why not do what you really desire? Like, why not pursue that and not let fear be a reason why you're not moving forward? So yeah, let's see here. The next question is, what's your biggest fear and how do you overcome your fears? I think right now my biggest fear is that time is going by so fast, and sometimes I feel like, will I have enough time to do everything on my long list of things to do? And I see Be Free Project really being huge, like honestly, and I see myself reaching millions of women and empowering them to be free and helping, and I just see so much, and it's like, but time is going by so fast. And so I'm trying to really take a step back and just make sure that every single day I'm moving forward in the right direction, and that is helping me to move past those fears. Time is going to go anyway, right? And so just being intentional about what needs to get done and just keep pushing forward. The next one is, what are you most proud of? I want to say the one thing that I'm most proud of is that I took a chance on myself, and I have more courage than I have ever had in my life. And I feel like I'm being very brave and bold because I found what I'm passionate about. I've discovered my purpose, and I'm doing what I love. And so it's making me push myself out there more and more every day. And so I'm proud that instead of, you know, once I got laid off from my job, instead of going to find another job and doing something that I didn't love, that I stepped out on faith and I figured out what I wanted and what I was good at, and then I moved on it. And I am very proud of myself for that. I'm very proud of myself. So the next question is, what's one lesson that you've learned on your journey to being free? The one lesson that I've learned, excuse me, is that I have to make myself a priority. I have to take care of my needs. Yes, I am a mother, I am a wife, so I do have obligations to my family, but that doesn't mean that my dreams and what I desire in life, like that goes on a back burner. I have to figure out how to make that work hand in hand so that I'm not neglecting my needs because I feel like everybody else should be priority. No, I'm 100% responsible for my life. I cannot blame others if things don't go right in my life. Like, I am responsible. And so knowing that my needs matter, my dreams matter, like that is the biggest lesson. And I want to really share that with you, because I know we as women, we're nurturers by nature, and we tend to put our needs on the back burner and make everyone else a priority first. No, I want you to figure out, how can I help other people, but also know that my needs come first, and that I have to be a priority, so that I'm pursuing what I'm passionate about in life, and then I'm taking care of myself. Like, that is important. The next one is, how do you support other women? So I support other women with my money, by purchasing different products, attending events, things like that. And then also, which I think is more valuable, is your time. So some of my online friends, if they're having like a webinar or live call, I try to participate in those if I'm available. I try to support events that friends or are having, different things like that. Supporting small businesses by purchasing things. And then my time, I send emails, I send cards, I send texts to friends, whether online or offline, letting them know that, we're all in this together, and I just want to encourage you on your journey while I'm going through mine. So those are just different ways that I support women, and just being available and just being there to help and be there for one another is just so important. So the next question is, what is your favorite affirmation or quote? So of course I have a lot of favorites, but the one that comes to mind first is, feel the fear and do it anyway. I suffered with being so fearful for a long time, and it kept me stuck. It kept me from moving forward. So now I get the butterflies in my stomach just like anyone else. I get the voices in my head like anyone else, but I feel like I'm worth it. Like, so what? I feel that. Just put yourself out there. Whatever happens, it happens. And so I feel the fear and I do it anyway, and I keep moving forward. So that is one of my favorite quotes.